All right, you guys, it's been a long time coming. I don't even really know what to say, to be honest. I think that this type of moment, and by the way, I'm like, it's really hot, but I was like, whatever. It'll give that like Biggest Loser aesthetic, you know? I'm like, I'm fucking sweating and whatever. I'm in my quote unquote fast food Vanity Weight shirt, Vanity Weight era picture shirt. And I was like, you know what? We're going to do this now because I need to talk about it. But I am no longer overweight. So what does that mean? It means my body fat is below 25%. So I made it to 24.8. The number turned green on the scale. I'm kind of blown away. When I finally saw it happen, because you have to realize too, like I've been plateaued for a month, and it was a long time to just like be doing it, chugging along, doing all the stuff without seeing any numbers or anything change. And then it finally happened, and I was just like, wow, like I'm really at the point now where, you know, even I think when you're getting towards it, like within 1 percentage point, you're kind of in the next era, in my opinion. Like I haven't really been identifying as overweight, but now I'm really not, if that makes any sense. And I did go down a size where I'm pretty firmly a large. You guys saw me wear that Brat shirt. That Brat shirt is a large, straight up, and I totally fit in it. And then my shorts are all mediums, and so I did go down a size 2. In my underwear, I might actually have to go down to a large, which is crazy for me. And I'm also in the 210s, so I'm at 219, 219.8, basically 220. But it's very real. You know, we're full on in a vanity weight era now, and I have been working at this for years. It's hard to think about how long I've been working at this. You know, I've been working towards getting my health back and working towards fulfilling that goal. And here I am. And it's like I said in the post I did about it. It's like I hit the goal, and it's like I want to just like collapse and like fall to the ground and just like, oh my God, I'm so tired. You know, it's like there's such a tiredness in my bones at this point. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get up and keep going, you know, because I hold myself to a higher standard as an activist. And it is so weird. You know, I have been losing weight probably one of the most crazy times in history. And I always tell you guys, like, don't ever let that stop you. I've done it through poverty. I always say, don't let it stop you. I've done it through, you know, fighting my own mind. I've fought toxic ritualistic reinforcement. I've done it activistically. I've fought against fat activists this whole time, constantly hearing their messages, constantly listening to it, and then fighting it back, and fighting it back not just with words but with action, and holding it together. And I know, you know, sometimes there have been moments where I've crashed out and stuff. Some of you guys are like, you don't have to do that, and like da-da-da. And it's like, I know I don't, but I choose to. I choose to every day because it matters to me that much. Because I know when I think of myself back in 2014, I did not think it was possible. I had never seen it before in my life. I had never seen somebody go from being really huge to normal to thin. I'd never seen it happen in real time. It'd always been a magic show. Somebody went away and then they popped back and here they are. And I knew that I could do something about that. I knew I could. So I did it. It has been one of the hardest things I've ever done, but it's something that honestly, I feel like it's my life's work. I think it's one of the greatest things I've accomplished in my life. And I value it deeply, to my core. This victory, it means the world to me. It means the world to me to be able to stand here and say, I'm right. I was right. I was right the whole time. It's the kind of thing that, I'll just put it to you this way, money cannot buy it. It's this intangible thing. It's something that could only be earned. And if you ever get here, if you're like me or you're big or whatever, and you get to this point, you carry that with you because you could never buy this. You could never cheat this. You could never do anything. You fucking did it, and I fucking did it. And you have to carry that with you the rest of your life because it's tough. It's tough as nails. The nights that you're alone, the nights that you feel hopeless, the times where you're bored out of your mind, the times when you're tired and you don't want to do it anymore and you get up and you keep doing it anyways. It all leads to this. And I can assure you, like, I don't think I've ever been as satisfied with myself as I am in this moment. Because it's been years. It's basically been 5 years. My last binge was in October of 2020. And it took me 5 years to get my life back completely. And I did it. I did the hormonal work. I challenged assumptions about fitness. I challenged things like I had saturated fat a lot. I didn't eat the damn seed oils, and I got a lot of shit for it too. But I knew that I needed to because I could tell the impact it was having on me. And I trusted myself. I trusted what I thought. And I took a bet on myself, and I was right. I won. In all of the times that fat activists told me that if I lose the weight, it'll just come back. Through every plateau, I would hold my breath. I put on a brave face. But certainly a year ago, certainly last, 2024 spring, I was holding my breath and I was scared to death that it would not continue. And I just put a brave face on and I just kept going. And I was right. And I think sometimes that's what it takes. It takes faith. It takes a drive, and it takes an unflappability in the face of opposition, in the face of challenge, in the face of all these things. Because if you're expecting a journey to be without conflict, to be without struggle, to be without loneliness, to be without boredom, to be without all these things, it's never going to happen. You're setting up an expectation that's too perfect, and it's just an excuse at the end of the day. If you're expecting to lose weight without any anxiety, you're being delusional. If you're expecting to not have to change something in your life, you're being delusional. If you're expecting to not have to make some kind of a sacrifice, you're being delusional when it comes to this. The way that I was living before I started this journey, it was a highway to hell. I rode the train all the way to the end of the road. I stared into the eye of Sauron. I looked at death in the face. And I went the other way. I changed. And I hate that it took me that long to get there. But because of that, I was able to experience pretty much the entire spectrum. And I continue to experience it to this day. And I'm excited to continue forward in this vanity weight era, that although it maybe is not as noble, or it's not as, high-minded as getting my health back, it is still a part of the process, and it's still a part of what makes it worth it for a lot of people. So I need to experience this too. And I find that to be kind of fun or exciting. I think there's this feeling of being able to finally just take a breath and process and just let it be. There's a normality in my life now that I never had when I was huge. And I allow it to happen. I allow it to change. I allow my mind to become normal. I don't hold on to anything. I threw away fat identity. I threw it away. You have to get rid of it. You can't keep a foot in both worlds. You have to go 100% out of it. And I know that that's so scary, but you want it to be worth it, don't you? You don't want to keep yourself there mentally. I don't identify as fat. I don't identify as overweight. I don't identify as any of these things. Medically, I'm not overweight. I'm not crazy. Got the clear today. It's just like, holy fuck. So, what's the next point? The next point is keep it off. Next point is, oh, you'll never look good. You'll never this, you'll never that. I'll prove you wrong. The next point is, you erase yourself. I'll prove you wrong. The next point is, I don't know. I forgot what that one article said. Like, you forgot yourself or something. You disappear. The next step is you disappear. I'm not disappearing. I'll prove you wrong again and again and again and again and again. I love my job. I love it with the fire of 1,000 suns. I love it so much. It is weird to say this is the end of something, though. This really is. There's a finality in it. And I'm sure I'll sit with that for quite a while. I'm sure I will. But we're gonna think about beauty now. We're gonna go further into it. At this point, I can probably start to invest a bit more in clothes, or, there's certain things that I'm going to still fit in, at this level. And so that's kind of exciting. And we'll still talk about beauty and vanity from a philosophical perspective, and we'll take it deep like we do with everything on the channel. And it's a whole new phase. So thank you guys so much for being a part of it. Thank you so much for being a part of my journey, for watching me, for supporting me. Thank you so much for enabling me to do this, honestly. to do this work. And I've been getting some messages from you guys about how it's really had an impact. It just means the world. So thank you so much. I'll leave it at that. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.